I'm going to really need to shave if I'm going to start filming my Doctor Who parody music video. But we're not here to talk about Doctor Who. We are here to talk about Star Wars. Are you ready for Star Wars? Everybody's ready for Star Wars. Star Wars is amazing. If you don't like Star Wars, you shouldn't be watching me. There's Star Wars in the title. You shouldn't be watching this video. We can all agree that everybody watching this enjoys Star Wars, whether they enjoy Ewoks or want to toss them into the Sarlacc pit. Ha, nerd jokes, nerd jokes. Anyway, no, hello everyone. I've known for a few months now that Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, was planned for a 3D upconversion, and during these past few months, I've been incredibly wary about this happening. And the fact of the matter is that I'm one of those people who hate the upconversions for 3D after the movie is already said and done, and then people go in to try to tweak it to make it look 3D. It never looks as good as, say, Avatar if it's shot with 3D video cameras. The conversion after the fact never looks that great. What was that movie? The Titan, no, the Release the Kraken movie. That godly war movie thing. I never saw it. I saw half of it. It was bad. The 3D was just not great at all. But again, we're talking about Star Wars. Stay on topic, Travis. This is very important. So, This is very important. So I am incredibly hyper on jelly beans and gummy Easter candy, and now I will incredibly focus myself on Star Wars. So my beef with Episode 1 was not Jar Jar. Was not any of the. There wasn't much else that I had a beef with other than this main thing. I mean, I had a beef with them cutting away from Darth Maul, Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan fight. That was, like, every time they were fighting, it was awesome, and just so amazing, and enthralling, and then it would cut to the Padme parts, and it would just be like, okay, Natalie Portman, I get that you're awesome, but can we get back to the lightsabers, please? And, okay, we're back. And that was just really annoying to me, just to go back and forth. And I really like that there were people on YouTube who cut together all of the lightsaber parts, and it's just nice to be able to watch it continuously all the way through whenever I want. But the main part that I really didn't like about Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, is the pod racing scene. Not that I don't think that it was necessary. It was necessary, to a point, but it was incredibly long, and I don't understand the motivation for Anakin to do any of this, for that to even happen. I get that they needed new parts for the ship. I get that they didn't have any money, and they needed to place a wager on something, or get money somehow. It's just that in Episode 4, Luke would not leave his aunt and uncle, except when they died. Then that was a pretty big motivation to leave and go find and destroy whoever killed them. Not as revenge, but just like, you know what I mean. That was incredible motivation to get going with his life, and that he didn't have anything else there. That was great. Han had motivation to get Leia because of money. Money was Han's main motivation for most everything in the first and the second movie, and even kind of in the third, but still you knew that it was tapering off in like the middle of the second. But still, motivation was money, and motivation was losing everything and realizing that he needed to get going and do some stuff. Anakin was just like, hey, I'm a good pilot racer, I can win, even though I've never even tried to, do this whole thing myself before. I'm gonna win for you guys. But he was incredibly good because it showed how quick he was, reflexes-wise, and the Force, and really impressed Qui-Gon and all that jazz. But still, it was really long, and there wasn't really that strong of a motivation. That being said, bring it back to 3D, the pod racing scene will probably earn some credit for me with the 3D, because the company that's doing the 3D conversion knows that there are a lot of people that do not like the After Effects conversions to convert fully completed movies into 3D format, and they do very subtle but things that actually make the movie more appealing. So I'm hoping that it's not going to be like, oh, the hand is coming out at you, and it's really, oh my goodness, that's weird, lightsabers coming, woo. But the pod racing scene will probably look pretty awesome. I still probably think that it's way too long, but I mean, have you seen it in the extended edition of episode 1? Now I'm getting ranty. The extended edition, episode 1, they add more minutes to the pod racing scene. And I mean, there are little snippets that are cool. I mean, if they would have cut it down to like 7 minutes, maybe, I forget exactly how long it is, but like if they cut it down to just like a rather short but epic thing, like all the really, really good parts compile, I'm tripping over my, I'm never drinking jelly bean juice before doing a video again. Jelly bean juice. Now you guys are all wondering if I actually bought that or made that myself. I'm just going to leave you wondering. So, tell me your thoughts on Star Wars. It should be that it's awesome. The up conversion of 3D, I know I've been saying that, up conversion, I'm not talking about a DVD player. The conversion from 2D to 3D after the film has already been made, and what you thought about Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and what your biggest beef was besides Jar Jar. Not many people like Jar Jar. I don't want to hear that you didn't like Jar Jar. But if you comment that you liked Jar Jar or didn't like Jar Jar, whatever. Just go ahead. Comment whatever you'd like. They're just comments to me. I read them though. I read your comments. I promise I'll start responding more often. I haven't been responding very often. This video is 7 minutes long. I have to go. Okay, bye.